Well, welcome back to MLG. We are here, and it is getting down to the wire here for EGIdra.
That's right. He better win the next 2 games, or he is not going to get another one of these.
I know. And look at this. This looks so nice. Not even just that, but of course the notoriety, all that money. It's a lot's on the line, and right now, EGIdra, that was not the same EGIdra I am used to seeing, or at least have become used to seeing, for instance, from the Bomber games.
Yeah, he played just fantastically there. But this last game, he made some mistakes, man.
He
the
did.
Drop, the little attack down the middle, they just were ineffective. And when Protoss is sitting on 3 bases, they've walled in one side, they're going to sit all their units in the middle and be able to react to these things very easily. You really have to either wait for them to move out to get a drop to work well, or, you know, just take the map real quick, and that'll force them to move out. But you can't just drop in there and hope to do a lot of damage.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get this game started. So get ready for game number 2 with EGIdra against MC. Guys, everybody here at MLG, make some noise. I don't know if EGIdra can do it, Artosis.
We will see, Tasteless. I believe in him.
I do too.
I always have. I always
will.
But,
you know, MC, he didn't play perfectly that game, but he did.
He played well, though.
He did play damn well. All right. Well, the game's now loaded up, so we'll throw that up on screen for you guys and get these players introduced. Over here in the bottom left starting location, we have our Korean Protoss 2-time GSL champion. Give it up for MC. In the upper right side of the map, down 1 game, he needs to come back. Show him some support. His ID is EGIdra. And by the way, EGIdra, I feel like this guy has been running a marathon.
I know.
How many games he's been playing back-to-back?
This has been a pretty grueling run for him, going to the entire extended series against Boxer, playing some very long and epic macro games in that last round against Bomber, and then right after, going up against his oldest rival, MC.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
Well, the map is dual site. EGIdra right now, we'll see if he wants to go gas and pool or just pool. MC showing us that he wants to do a Forge Fast expansion.
There's a lot of different ways EGIdra can deal with this. One example would be to just expand again, get a macro hatch. Another one would be to expand twice. We've also seen Roach all-ins or Baneling all-ins, but I just don't foresee EGIdra doing that.
And, well, 1 second. All right, so it looks like he is going to send a couple drones down towards the natural, going after that probe a little bit. You know, with 2 drones, you can out-micro that probe.
It looks like for the time being, MC is going to go ahead and get this Nexus up. And it should be a pretty passive game for the start, at least.
Well, it looks like, you know, he's going to be pretty safe. He has to be careful where he places this, though, as far as his cannons go, that's for sure. Now, if we take a look over here, we do see that there is a pylon going up, and that's going to block that hatchery for a little bit. That's really annoying for a Zerg player.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and move this hatchery over here into the MC scouts it. Look, I got to say, EGIdra is going to be possibly in a pretty weak position right now. So, you know, this is the real problem, guys. The reason why everybody takes this base if you start out in this location over here is because you're just so close to it. You can defend it. You can get your drones there quickly. To go out like this, especially as a Zerg player where your creep's not going to be connected, getting a queen there, this could be very tough. There's a lot of different ways MC can punish this move.
Yeah, we will see. It's going to take him a little bit to get some units out there, so EGIdra is going to have to be ready before that time at least. We do see double gases going up. I wonder if MC will go for some Stargate play in this game. You know, he loves his Stargate play against Zerg, whether it's after expanding off a 1 to 3 gates or whether it's, you know, after a Forge Fast expansion. It's something that he has shown again and again and again that he thinks is the best strategy.
You know, I think actually a Stargate build would be so strong on this map, specifically because this is such a long distance from here. There's no creep connected. How are you going to get a queen over there to defend that? You can just abuse a Zerg.
Yeah, you know, they're going to have to get a Spore Crawler up there oh so quickly, or that Void Ray rush could absolutely destroy it, as you said. We will see as the Cybernetic score does finish in a little bit here. But right now, MC looking pretty safe overall. If EGIdra had been doing some sort of crazy all-in, he'd need more defense. But as we see, EGIdra not even getting gases yet, just preferring to get up as many drones as possible.
The Cybernetic score finishes. Let's see if he shows us what kind of tech he's going to go for. Chrono boosting out, warp gate, and attack. I think we might be seeing a 7 gate.
It absolutely could be, Tasteless. You know, that quick +1 is a dead giveaway, that the odds are in the favor of one of these huge warp gate rushes. When will he get his additional gases, though? That will tell us a lot about the composition of his army in there. If he wants to have a lot of sentries and a lot of stalkers, he's going to need all 4 gases. If he wants to just go like Sentry Zealot, then he only needs the 2.
All right, looks like the 2 gases here for EGIdra completing. 6 drones now mining gas. Chrono boost again here on attack. And warp gate about halfway complete, and I'm wondering, okay, that's interesting.
Yes,
Twilight Council.
Twilight Council indeed. It's hard to say exactly what this will be. It could be a Blink build, or it could be a DT into Blink build. For no doubt about it, we will see Blink Stalkers at some point. But, you know, some of these Dark Templar openings, a lot of Protosses like, especially OGS Protosses.
Nice job trapping that Zealot there. EGIdra again always cranking out drones. Right now, the drone count 45 to 35. There's going to be a pretty big attack coming up here. Do we have the Dark Shrine coming up here? Okay, so it's going to be DT and the Blink. Basically, he's banking on EGIdra wanting to make a lot of drones, perhaps getting a layer a little bit later, killing a lot of drones, and then from there he can actually just blink in there and kill him.
Actually, we're seeing Charge being upgraded right now, so we might see DT into Charge Lot.
Oh my God, I've never seen this before.
Oh, it's a very strong build indeed. If you hit the timing just right on it, Zerglings do not stand a chance. EGIdra right now making a ton more drones. In fact, he's going to be going up to over 60 in just a moment against the 40 probes of MC. And oh my God, I'm so excited about this Tasteless. Those +1 Zealots with Charge will eat through Zerglings as if they did not exist.
We'll have to see how he responds. Roach is, of course, very strong against Zerglings. And a lot of this will boil down to whether or not he had a good read on what on the Chrono boosted attack upgrade, and of course the fact that there are now Zealots moving out on the map.
Well, nice little pressure going on right now, forcing a lot of Roaches to come out. We have 8 Roaches in production. Charge is going to finish pretty quickly here. The Dark Shrine is about to finish. There is a proxy pylon. Expect to see some Dark Templars warped in there in just a moment.
It's interesting. It looks like EGIdra actually expected his opponent to go for a Stargate opening, so he did not have any Overlords left on the map. Otherwise, these pylons would most likely be found. And we have 4 DTs moving out now.
This is a big deal. If they just get right in there and kill the Spore Crawler, then they're going to be able to knock out everything just so quickly. They've got to be careful, though. And, EGIdra with the nice defense right there.
He is going to try to run around with this one. There's a Spore Crawler, but just seeing it is only half the battle.
And there was one in the main anyways, so it's fine that he didn't run up there. In fact, it's probably for the best. Now, the problem is when you go for a quick Dark Shrine like this, you're going to get way behind on supply. And we already see that. He's down 20 supply on EGIdra. And it's going to be scary for him to actually hold off any attacks that are incoming. He's going to really have to use those charge lots perfectly to block any Roach attacks.
All right, so the DT maneuver not successful, but of course, this is StarCraft 2, not StarCraft 1. You can make those 2 DTs into 1 Archon.
Well, that is quite true, Tasteless, and it's not going to be a red one either. With
nope.
Maelstrom and the like. Well, right now, EGIdra is up at 66 drones against 50 probes. In fact, even making more, getting speed for his Overlords and Overseers, making sure that he can really keep that detection around when he needs it now that he knows that Dark Templar tech is out.
All right, right now, we have, I believe, what, +2? Yeah, +2 attack here for a Protoss player, MC. Orbiting a lot more Zealots. Blink is on the way.
In fact, he's adding 3 more gates as well, so he's going to be going up to 7 gates. Most likely we're going to see a very powerful timing attack coming out of this, but you can also, if you want to, expand off of a 7 gate in a situation like this.
Overseer moving around the map, just wants to make sure that there's no extra expansions that he doesn't know about right now. And honestly, I think by the time MC decides to attack, EGIdra should be actually maxed out.
Yeah, you know, that's actually very true. EGIdra right now at 156 supply against the 112 of MC, and that's just going to grow. He's making hydras right now, which is really, really smart, with a few roaches in the front to tank damage. The hydras are going to deal damage oh so quickly to this Protoss army, and there's not a single Psy Storm in there. There's not really any splash damage, no Colossi. There's only a few Archons, and that's not really something that works out well against hydras.
Now look at this, EGIdra's so smart. Using the Overlords to drop the creep in between the bases, he can instead focus all of his creep tumors towards going towards his opponent. That's actually very impressive. EGIdra really one of the few Zergs that is always utilizing Overlords to spread creep, not just creep tumors.
Very true. A smart player is EGIdra. Now we do have an observer with this army. Blink is done. He's got some very nice upgrades on there as well with that +2 attack. But +2 attack is on the way for EGIdra as well. He's got a lot more supply. He's maxed out. Tasis, you were right. He's maxed out as this attack is beginning. And MC's going to have to be really careful here.
Only 4 sentries and not a lot more force fields left here.
And it looks like he's going to definitely force a cancel there, kill off a few of these roaches at least. And as long as he doesn't try to... Well, actually, he's doing a great job here against these. EGIdra going to back up a little bit. And you got to be careful about this surface area, Tasis. That is a lot of hydras.
So many roaches and hydras doing so much damage over here. The Stalkers blinking away.
Nice micro by MC, forcing the hydras to back up for now, but EGIdra is not in trouble. He's got almost max supply once again against just 100 of MC. Doesn't matter how good your Blink Stalkers are against such overwhelming odds.
EGIdra re-macroing out. Now the question is, where does MC want to go from here at this point in time in the map? These are just Stalkers. I mean, if you wanted to blink in and destroy a building, that would be great, but at this point in time you can't. Taking out that Changeling.
Taking out that Changeling.
Took him out.
Guy's gone, man. No longer here.
I don't know, Artosis. I mean, EGIdra's just opted to start expanding in this direction instead. He doesn't seem to be too phased by MC's army, which, by the way, doesn't really seem to be growing.
Yeah, you know, he's in a hard spot right now. His income isn't that big, and choosing to fight right here for now. He's got to be careful, though. Is warping in a few Zealots. That's going to help out just for a second before they dissipate. And he's got to get out of here, man. These hydras are just going to clean him up. In fact, he should probably be GGing here in a minute.
A moment when we see the Convex defeating the Concave. He is going to have to keep retreating, and that's it.
GG.
Well-deserved win there from EGIdra. EGIdra actually made a fool out of MC back there. Nothing that MC even tried to do worked.
Yeah, EGIdra's showing that he is not done yet. He is not getting 2-0'd by anybody. Wow. I am just so impressed, Tasis. We have to actually jump to commercial quick because I need to see who's going to win and make it to the loser bracket final.
We'll be back. See you soon.